everybody, it's Lisa from Forever Clean Soap Works, making Valentine bath bombs. Well, not Valentine, I guess. I always associate rose with Valentine's, but I always carry rose bath bombs. It's just, Valentine's is coming, so I'm making some rose bath bombs. I should say more rose bath bombs. I just made one batch. Now I'm making the second one. And if you give me just 1 second, I'm going to put you on pause and I'm going to get my wet ingredients going. And then I'll show you how I do it. I'm back. Okay, I already added my color to my pre-mix bag. We pre-mix our ingredients because it's just faster. A whole lot faster, and we'll do a whole mess of bags in one day. And then it's just dump it in. I put my pink in here already. And I'm going to name drop a few places. I get my colors exclusively from Mad Micas. MadMicas.com. Love their colors for everything. For my soap, for my bath bombs, for everything. I love their colors. They mix in really well, and I've never had an issue with them. Matter of fact, I have to order more. That reminds me, I gotta order some more. I am sifting this because sometimes the ingredients have little lumps, and it's just easier to sift it. And sometimes they don't break up, and you get little pieces, and it's best just toss them out. That's what I do. Okay, it's going to get a little noisy. Not bad. Always stop and scrape down the side because, stuff sticks. I let it run for a second so everything is mixed very well. I do not have a fancy bath bomb press. That is my goal. I want a fancy bath bomb / shower steamer press, but I don't have one, so I make them all by hand. And I have a small bath bomb mold that it's about, I think it was, when I ordered it, it was 2 inches, so it's not real big. It's about the size, a little bit bigger than a golf ball. Now I'm going to put in citric acid. I never mix my citric acid in with the rest of everything. I don't. And don't ask me why it works well that way, but it does. That's one of the tips and tricks I learned many, many years ago because it took me a long time to get this recipe perfected. Long time. And that's just one of the things that works. Now, my citric acid has been lumpy lately. And the thing with this, the lumps, they mush up really fast. If you get one that's really hard, just scrape it against your sifter. It works good. See all the lumps? Squish, squish, and they're all gone. Ta-da! I got a new squishy thing for put your bath bombs in. What's it called? If you lay your bath bombs on something hard, they're going to get flat on the bottom. So you need something soft. Well, I've done this before, but just, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I went to Wally World, and we all know where that's at. And their twin size memory foam comes in a box. It was $15. And I got 8 trays. And these are the big like restaurant size trays. I got 8 trays out of 1 for $15. Very economical. These will last a really long time. Always put my hands up here because this thing will fling the bath bomb mix everywhere. Not that I don't fling it when I'm making them, I do. I make a mess. When I make stuff, I make a mess. Okay, that's it. I kind of shake it just to make sure there's no dry parts on the bottom. All of my little rose petals, I think some of the prettier ones are on the bottom here. I got them from the roses out in front of my store, and I put them in my dry room, and they dry really nice. So I have a bunch of them from last year. And I know that those don't have any spray or anything on them because they're in front of my store and I don't spray them. And they're so pretty. I mean, they really are. And the dry room is so dry. Well, in the wintertime, it's super dry because I leave the dehumidifier run 24/7. And in the wintertime, I don't even ever have to empty it because it's so dry in there. Because it's closed up and it's, I close the door. But I've always got something in there drying, so I let it run all the time. So things dry really fast in there. These will go overnight and then we'll package them tomorrow. I do put them in a shrink wrap. The shrink wrap is open on the ends, so you can smell them still. But if you drop them or something, they don't break because they're shrink wrapped, so they stay nice. And they don't get all crumbly that way either. But I make all these by hand, so all the ones I have out there, I do make by hand. All the ones I sell. Like I said, I'd like to have one of those fancy bath bomb presses, and it is my goal to get one this year. We'll see how that goes, because I'd like to make one, or it'd be like 1.5 of my batches in one press. Can you imagine how many I could do a day? Oh my goodness. Same thing with my shower steamers. Yeah, I mean, we make a lot of shower steamers. Christmas time was crazy in here. And in a week and a half, we sold 2,000 of them. A little over 2,000. Because they're wonderful. But, boy, that was a lot of work. So, I could make 50 in one press. One press. Like I said, that's my goal. I'll let you know if I get it. If I get one of those, oh boy. That will really be stepping up the game, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. My son made a lot of shower steamers for me over Christmas because I couldn't do it all by myself. I had a lot of people in here at Christmas. Thankfully. Thank you if anybody's watching. Thank you for being my customer. But my son made a lot of shower steamers, and when I showed him the press that I want to get, his eyes lit up. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know if he was more excited about he wouldn't have to hand make all those shower steamers anymore, or more excited as a guy would be. It's a piece of equipment. I want to play with that. That's probably half and half there. So my fragrance is Victorian Rose, and it is from Nature's Garden. And when you look online, it's Nature's Garden candles, I think, .com, or candlesupply.com. I'll look it up and I'll put it in a link in the comments. I buy a lot of fragrances from them, ingredients. They are very, very nice and very, very reasonable on the prices. And I like them. I'm also, in the background over here, you can't see it, I have a crock pot going, hot process soap that will be Victorian Rose also. I only make Victorian Rose, other than bath bombs, I only make Victorian Rose soap once a year. And that's at Valentine's Day. And I sell out of it every year. Everybody wants it. So I had made some cold process, but it does accelerate a little bit the fragrance oil, so it's not fun making the cold process. So I'm making hot process right now. We have a couple cold process ones, and I hurried and made it really fast, but it still got a little thick on me, but I got it in the mold. So I have those, and they're drying right now. But I will have these hot process ones, which will be ready by Valentine's Day. Not sure if I'm going to put them on the website. It depends on how quickly they move. If people come in and start buying them all up, I won't be able to put them on the website, but we'll see. Maybe. So I'm almost done with this. So even doing it by hand, it doesn't take all that long. It'd be faster with a bath bomb press. And I'd say, my birthday's coming up, but it's not till July. So, I don't know that I want a bath bomb press for my birthday, but, hey, Valentine's Day is coming up. Maybe I could ask for one for Valentine's Day. My husband loves me, right? Actually, see this mixer right here? He bought that for me one year for Christmas, I think it was. So I would have a very nice mixer for my bath bombs, and I use it for other things too. Like when I make my calendula paste, that's an all day thing. Maybe I'll film that. That's coming up, because I'm out of it. And that's something you have to whip a really long time. But it's beautiful. It's a wonderful, wonderful paste that I make. For the skin, for skin issues, and it's wonderful. Okay, I'm on the last one. Now, if you have any questions on some tips and tricks that you may have questions, oops, look at that, I messed up the last one. Let's do that one again. If you have any questions or that you need help with something that's just not working for you, drop me a line, either in the comments or you can email me, however you want to do it, and I'll see if I can help you. I've been making a lot of bath bombs, and I have made a lot of bath bombs. So I think they look okay. Here's the thing, when we go to package them and they're little shrink wrappers, you have to be careful you don't knock the tops off. They're very delicate. The rose petals don't stick in there really well. And I don't want to put them in the middle because I don't want people to go, oh my gosh, look at all these things floating in my tub. Just a few. It makes it pretty. And a couple, people can scoop out of their tub. But I don't know why. My son, who helps me a lot, he's the one that's always having to package these things. And he's like, Mom, these are the ones I hate packaging. Because the little tops fall off. Okay, well that's it. I'm going to bring the camera over so you can see these, how pretty they are. They will dry overnight. And in the morning, they will get packaged. Look at that. Aren't they pretty? They smell really good too. Yep. All right. Oh, wait. Here. Look. Hold on. Oh, can you see in there? Probably not. That's the going to be Victorian Rose hot process soap. It's not done yet. Almost. Sorry, I don't know if you could tell. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.